Hey, excuse me? Can I tell you something really quickly? I was over there hanging out and I saw you walk by and I was like, wow, I'm gonna really regret it if I don't at least go say hi to her. Excuse me, go say hi to her. So, I'm Alex. April. Nice to meet you, April. So what brings you out here to the promenade today, April?
I'm just doing a little holiday shopping.
Okay. Some family stuff?
Yeah, kind of. Just looking around.
Okay. Did you find anything yet? You seem empty-handed right now. This isn't working.
Not really. I just started shopping, so I haven't really found anything yet.
I see. I got you.
Still early.
Do you have anything in particular in mind that you're looking for? I feel like you're like a clothing shopper. Like I can usually tell when a girl is like she shops and she buys stuff for people. It's like she's a clothing girl or she's like. Do you know some people buy gifts like clothing, or a lot of other people will buy gifts like very like specific things that they think that specific person would like? Does that make sense?
I think I look like a clothing.
Yeah. I mean, you're obviously very fashionable here today, so I figured you must be like a clothing shopper.
I do like clothing, but I don't like shopping for clothing for other people because you never know what somebody else's taste is.
Okay, so like, what's like the best gift that you've ever bought someone?
The best gift that I've ever bought someone. Probably jewelry. My mom.
Okay.
Jewelry. So.
Ring?
It was a
something
bracelet.
in particular? Do you want me to ask a lot of questions to figure out what it was? It was a bracelet?
It was actually a charm bracelet, and each of the charms had to do with like our history. Like I played sports, and so I had like a basketball and a volleyball and things like that, and my mom was cook, so I had like.
That's awesome. I actually I was back home for a little bit. It was my sister's birthday, and me and my actually went to the jewelry store locally, and we got her this charm bracelet that had like 6 different charms on it, and it was kind of like what you said. Like there was one was like her birthstone, and one was like her sign. There was all that kind of stuff. It was cool.
Meaningful that she would look at. She would fly compliments on it.
She probably did.
And people like, oh my daughter got me.
That's awesome. That's very cool. My mom actually got this for me. It's really weird, yeah.
So does it have an actual meaning?
It does. Well, besides the fact that my mother loves me, it means,
Well, it's good.
hopefully, right? You know, she got sick last year, and like, we didn't know what was gonna happen. But before, like me and my brother and my sister, she got us these bracelets. Everything's fine. I think that's asking. Yeah, so that was actually pretty cool. So you're an LA girl, aren't you?
What does that mean? Because I'm from here?
Like the surrounding Southern California
I am not
area.
from California.
Really? Where must you be from,
I
April?
am from Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow. So you're like, do they count that? Is that Midwest or is that
Midwest.
is that the South? I always.
No, that's Midwest.
That is Midwest. Okay. I'm also a Midwest boy.
Really? From
I
where?
am. Detroit, Michigan, actually.
That's Midwest? That's not.
Yeah.
North?
Listen, don't hate. All right. I'm Midwest by saying Midwest. No, I guess we classify ourselves as Midwest. But that's probably, so you thought that was north, right?
Yeah.
And I thought Kansas City, Missouri was south.
South, even though it's right in the middle of the United States. But
Yeah, but like,
okay.
but think about this. Like, if you were to look at like America, like Michigan, like Detroit, that's like, it's like east, right? Yeah, that somehow is the Midwest. Like that whole, like Kansas City, middle of the country,
Right.
they call it Midwest. I think that's very odd. I always found that weird. Like I was sitting in 4th grade and we'd be going over geography and I was like raising my hand like, dude, what the fuck? This is not cool. Like, you're lying to me right now. That's not Midwest. I know it.
So how did you end up in LA then?
I actually moved to San Diego 2 years ago from Detroit. Basically, I don't know if you know a lot about Detroit, do you? Okay, you know very little.
Full of crime.
This is very true. It's actually very dangerous. Like, I'm just glad I got out alive. Although I was from the suburbs and wasn't actually from the dangerous part. But like, it kind of sucks there, I guess would be a good way to put it. Like put a positive spin on it. It sucks. So I went to San Diego as soon as I could because that was like, you know what I mean? Like in my mind, that was like, they have the best weather. It's like the girls are off. Like everything about it is just awesome. And I was there for like a year and a half and I was like, you know, this isn't as much fun as I thought it would be. And my brother lived in LA and I was like, all right, I'm gonna come up there and check it out.
So you're a party boy?
What does that mean? I mean, let's turn these tables around really quickly. What does that mean?
I'm saying you made an assumption about me. I'm just saying you
Totally
said
not.
it was no fun, so you wanted to come to LA where it was more fun.
It's true.
What's so fun about it?
I really like the Chipotle. It's really, it's you know, it is. It is a lot better for partying. Like San Diego is like, it's like this kind of city that's just like, it's like even, you know what I mean? But like LA is kind of like, it's one of these. It's fun. It's got its ups and its downs. I'd rather live a life of like this as opposed to a life of just like predictability. What about you? What brought you out to LA?
Well, actually, I do have family that's from here, and technically, I was born here. So.
Unbelievable. You lied to me. So I feel hurt now.
I was raised in Kansas City because I was only here until I was 2. And then my parents split and moved to Kansas City with my mom.
I see.
So I just recently moved back here this past March.
Okay. And how is it going for you?
I like it. I like the weather. I don't miss the snow and the cold and all of that in the Midwest.
I don't miss that at all.
I like it here.
It's like December and it's just like, it's like 70 degrees. It's amazing out here. I love like, everyone here takes it for granted though. Do you notice that? People who've like been here their whole lives?
Yeah, they do.
They don't understand our pain, our snow
It's
pain.
like, right now, this is still not good weather for them. They're like, oh, it's cold.
I know. Well, I was like coming out here today and I thought I could just wear a t-shirt and I went outside and I was like, oh shit, I have to like.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little spoiled too. Like, oh, it's like 65. I better wear like a jacket and, you know, a sweater.
Yeah, I was back home in Michigan for Thanksgiving, and like we went out, like, you know, the night before Thanksgiving is like the big bar night. So I went out with all my friends. It was like 45 degrees out or whatever, but they all go out wearing just like shirts and they're all like enjoying it because they live there. And I'm putting on like 3 layers. I had like a jacket on, I had like a beanie on, and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude, I became like a giant weather pussy, like from living in California. I'm just a huge pussy now when it comes to weather. Like I'm like freezing, I'm like shaking. Everyone's looking at me like what happened to you? You're all weird now, man. It's a big deal. It was bad. It was very bad. You seem like a fun person. I try not to label, except I guess I label everyone and everything, but like, do you ever notice how like most people, like, you probably look at your friends and see that some of them are like fun and other ones are more like fun, adventurous, and other ones are more like conservative. It's like always there's like this adventurous side or like this conservative side. So like when I meet people, I always like try and figure out, because I like to like surround myself with more of like an adventurous people in like my ecosystem of the world as opposed to like the conservative side. I don't know. I guess just like striking up a random conversation with someone on the street would constitute somewhat of an adventurous personality.
That's true, because there's a lot of weirdos out here.
There are. You know what?
Like, I'm gonna be honest, when you first came with me, I was like, oh my god, what does he want?
Of course. Is he selling me something?
Yeah. You're somewhat sane.
Somewhat?
From what I get.
I may be insane. We're not sure yet.
That's true.
Yeah, you never know. It's only been about 5 or 10 minutes right now. But you know what?
Here in a second.
You know what's funny out here though, is I live nearby, is like people walking by like here, everyone has like this like sad face on the promenade.
Everyone looks depressed.
I don't understand it. Like
holiday season, you should be happy.
look at all these faces. Look at this. Like everyone, dude, they're like going to kill someone. Like they're all going to
Maybe it's because the Lakers are doing so bad.
Well, that is no excuse. Okay, Steve Nash is injured. All right. But no one smiles out here. It's like sunny. This is like the pinnacle of like shopping right now, right? It's a Tuesday afternoon. Everyone should be like happy, and it's like the land of sad faces out here. Except if you go into the Apple store, for some reason everyone just starts smiling when they get in the Apple store. That place is just like filled with happiness. It's crazy. You notice that when you go in there? Okay. So I know you're doing some shopping and shit. You need to make sure at some point today.
An iPad was on my list. So
there you go. But you're gonna walk in, and everyone is just like ecstatic. It's like pure jubilation in the entire place. It's crazy. I was actually in there like a week ago with a friend of mine. He's like a chef, and we were in there and it's like all happy, and this is what we were talking about, just like why is everyone so happy in the Apple store. He was like, dude, I think the only thing that can make this place better is if they had like free barbecue like in the back for everybody. I was like, that is a phenomenal idea. You do. Can you cook barbecue?
I can throw it down.
You can throw it down in the kitchen.
I can throw it down.
You can top chef in the night.
Like totally top chef it up.
Okay, so let's say that this conversation here turns into like 2 years of daring adventure and romance, and we end up getting married and our families meet each other, and one day I'm coming home from like the gym and you're cooking, and I'm like, hey April, like honey, what's for dinner tonight? What are you cooking? What are you gonna say?
Let's see, I might have some dry roast steaks. You're salivating right now.
You're selling me right now. How did you know?
Some choice baked potatoes. Looks like you might like asparagus. It's like lemon garlic. No, you don't like asparagus? Not even on the grill? What kind of vegetables do you like?
I'm a broccoli man.
You're a broccoli man? Broccoli and cheese man, or just broccoli?
It's broccoli. I like to keep it healthy.
And I might
Meat and
use
vegetables.
any broccoli.
Sounds really good. You have to cook this for me now. You know this, right? This is a must. Are we gonna be drinking also? Is there gonna be some red wine?
Yeah, some red wine.
Some wine. Are you?
I'm a
Are you a
wino.
red? Are you a? Oh, well, in that case. Are you? Are
Deal-breaker.
you a red wine or are you a
It
white
depends
wine?
on the meal.
Okay.
Meats, like steaks and stuff, I like red wine, but like pastas and stuff like that, I like white wine.
Interesting. That's really interesting. I've never thought about it like that. Depends on the food. Only a real wino
A little bit of
would have that
so
kind of
that's kind of
information.
where I get that from. Like,
Okay.
I like to have wine with dinner, so
Every night?
good at matching stuff. No, not every night. I'm not an alcoholic.
6 nights a week? What are we talking about here? Breakfast?
Maybe
I mean,
3 to 4.
I need some details. If we're gonna be married, I need to know these things, all right? This is important. I actually cannot cook at all. Just warn you now. Although I do have one talent with food. It's kind of weird.
Eating it?
Oh, I have 2 talents. Gotta prove me wrong all the time. I have this really weird talent where I can like pick out apples like perfectly. It's really weird. Like growing up in Michigan, there's like apple orchards everywhere. So when we'd go with the family, like it would be like they would just like stand there and I'd be like, hold on, I got this. And just like I was like picking them off. I was amazing. Like literally like the perfect apple. It was like I always had it. So I like grab apple and like toss it to them, and it was like
Nice. So
Yeah.
if I make apple pie, you can.
I could totally pick out. Exactly, 100%. Although I suck with bananas, so if me and you end up going grocery shopping together, I go straight to the apple section. You go straight for the bananas.
Wait, is that a racial thing? Bananas.
Yeah, that one was over.
Did it? Okay. Okay. Forget it.
Yeah. So, what's like? Tell me a secret.
Tell you a secret?
Yeah, tell me something like. I'll tell you a secret. You tell me a secret.
What kind of secret?
Tell me like what is something that you like have always wanted to like do or try, but you haven't yet.
Yeah, I've always-
You know, like something on the bucket list.
Oh, okay. Something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go skydiving. Never done it.
Why not?
Because I'm actually afraid of heights, kind of.
That's the perfect reason to do it. That means you have to do it. You know that, right? All right, come on, let's go.
Wait,
we're gonna
where
go.
are we going?
We're gonna go skydiving. Okay, no, we don't have to. But seriously, like, if you're gonna do it, that's how. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it's gonna be. Like, it's never gonna be the right time to go skydiving.
With like one of those rides at a amusement park, kind of like a rip